and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Luna Needs, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, thank you so much. To give you a quick little attempt at explanation of what I'm creating or offering here. I study and practice healing arts modalities as a form of self-development, as a form of self-help, you could say, but also with a certain level of spiritualism, connecting with the subtle, the unseen, the in-between, which is why I like to work in the dark, but not exactly dark, you know? And you can use these sessions for meditation, for dream work, for just having on in the background. You can use this as a by proxy remote energy work session if you like to. I just want to give a special thanks to those of you in Patreon and those of you who have worked with me for your Reiki training and attunement. I'm so very honored. I have some discounts below if you'd like to take Reiki classes with me. And let me introduce our session to you today. So the past few sessions I've shared with you, probably too much, that I've really been going through some big changes in my life. Chapters truly closing, major transformations, major shifts, lots of lessons, and it's just been a lot. I've just been processing a lot. So my sessions have sort of reflected that, because I like to work with as much authenticity as possible, of course. And I wanted to offer a session today that's a little more on the lighter side before we get back into the deep stuff. And I don't mean to say that this isn't deep, but just for me personally, it doesn't feel as heavy as some of the work that we have been doing in the past few sessions. So I hope that you enjoy. The theme is about animal friends, our pets who have crossed over, the animal kingdoms in general, and the different divisions of animal kingdoms, being one with nature in a sense. When we connect with animals, whether we're feeding them or just viewing them or hearing them or dreaming about them, or the different correspondence between textures like of soft furry blankets, or the shine of some glitter reflected or kind of tied to scales or something, wind and feathers and pearls, and even the smaller levels of the animal kingdom, such as like insects and stuff. I'm not exactly sure if that would technically be considered in like a spiritual level of animal kingdom, but I'm kind of bringing that in here as well. Basically, our ability or our intention or our appreciation of these different perspectives, connections, teachers, support, friends, friends that we have in the animal world. So I want to use this as an opportunity to invite, for example, your beloved pet into your dreams tonight, to give you a message, or just to feel that sense of comfort or connection, or to support you in sort of the, how can I put this, synchronistic sort of experiences that we might have as animals, as messengers. What messages, you know, seeing a bird flying east might mean to you, or the lessons of the lizard. I'm in Florida, so I have a lot of lizards that I get to hang out with all the time. But before we get into it, I just want to share some beautiful images with you, because I feel like I'm finally ready to. In January, I had to make the hardest decision of my life to let my beloved pet go. A lot of you, I'm gonna cry, a lot of you remember Bamba, of course. He was super special. And my friend Natalie of Vanillary Garden, who has such a beautiful channel, such beautiful energy, she somehow encompasses like the sweetest, softest, most comforting elements of people, of friendship, with the grounded, real, raw nature of the human experience. there's so much depth to her and so much beauty. So if you would like to check out her channel, I'll put it in a link below. She also offers things. It's not like this is just me talking about my friend here, because Natalie is also a very talented artist, and she made this painting of Bamba for me. It's so sweet, and I love it, and I can't look at it without crying, but in like the best way. Seeing my own face here, not fun. So I just want to kind of bring that in, but also show you some more of her artwork, because it might speak to you. Not only did she send me that original, but she sent me some prints as well. So here we have a black cat, or mostly all black cat. I think this is a crow or raven. It's hard to tell if it looks a little fluffy. I just watched a video on how to identify crows versus ravens, but I'm not exactly sure here. Either way, hola. We have this like beautiful fox. A snowy owl. And one of my favorites, not that they're all my favorites, but I really love this one, especially for our session today. So it's like this cute little buddies bonfire under the stars. It's called the Tribe in there if you want to check out. But I thought this would be nice to have in the background over here while we work with this theme. Whether you consider or you wish to connect with your animal friends in the unseen worlds, or more so in the physical, doesn't matter. Whatever works for you, we can set your intention according to yourself here. So let me just put this up. Yeah. Candle holder with a little tea light right here, and we're gonna set our intention. So thank you so much, Natalie. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you so much. I love you, and I can't wait to meet you IRL one day. So on behalf of the highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and perfect alignment, I want to set an intention to connect with our spirit animals, our homies, our animal soul homies. Are they still animals when they're beyond the body? Who's to say? But I feel like they carry some of these qualities always, like protection or whatever. Sorry. I really thought I was gonna be okay, and I am okay, but so we want to also invite the connection to animals in this physical realm, whether they are the squirrels or birds outside, the raccoons and possums, the lizards and alligators, the butterflies, the bees, the algae, that which breathes, that which consumes, that which moves with some sort of purpose, some sort of instinct, and that which becomes separated from the pack and becomes more human. I don't mean to say that as in like, oh yeah, like they need to become human, but I know that our pets do become more human, you know, like they do, their consciousness changes as we separate them, and they form more of a personal identity than pack identity, or place in pack. I don't know, again, who's to say? And we want to call in a sort of communication, if it resonates with you, between the synchronicities of the animals or feathers or snake skin sheddings that you might find, the spiders in your home, and build the rapport with these, of course, but probably most importantly, or most intentionally here, to understand what it means to us and if it means anything to us. Does that bird singing outside your window carry a message? Wow, what were you thinking at the time? How were you feeling? You know, the ability to sort of tune into your instincts through these communications. So this is a quite fun session, I would say. And you can set an intention if you like. I'll guide a little here to be one with all kingdoms and be one with nature and be that Disney princess, friends with the mice or pigs or whatever it might be. Okay, and if you have your own intention, if there's a specific animal you want to invite, or if you're maybe looking and considering adopting an animal into your home and adding to your family that way, maybe you want to call them in now for that to align. Lots of ways that you could use this, okay? I think I used this rattle in our last session or a recent session, but I'm going to use it again anyway, so. This is a little hummingbird. And I'm just going to kind of work around you in the outer auric field, so, you know, maybe a foot or so off of the body, to just clean up the exterior aura, the membrane of the aura, to clear any, I don't want to say misconceptions, I don't know why I'm thinking that word, like anything that would be preventing you from reading these things, from connecting these ways, any, I don't want to say preconceived, but any concepts like, oh, dogs don't like me, like, let's clear that up, you know, let's get that out of your aura, or, I don't know, like whatever, something like that. That, you know, snakes are scary, or that spiders are scary, you know, if that's not serving you, let's get it out of the auric field first, okay? And of course, this goes for anything that isn't serving you in relation to how you connect with the animal kingdom. I'm going to start over your head like this. And just work around you like a orb this way. Really setting the focus on that outer layer, because sometimes as well these, I'm so sorry, preconceived, these beliefs that we have about animals or bugs or whatever come from our parents, you know, a bat getting into the house and seeing your mom freak out and you're like, ooh, bats, scary. When bats are so dang cute. I don't think there's much that can heal me in a moment more than petting my dog. You know, and kissing her and feeling her lean into me and trust me. And I'm even quite allergic to dogs. But I train myself. Now we're going front. I train myself to not be allergic to my dogs. Under the feet, up the back, over the head, down the front of the body, under the feet, gonna go like through the eyes. On the side of the face. I'm so sorry I have to adjust this mic. It's not even. I'm even called to kind of work in the sinuses and the lungs. So we're gonna focus into the pathways of the sinus, all up and under and through the face. I want to go a little more precisely there, so okay. Similar sound, rose quartz, but I want to work, I don't know, it just feels better. So I'm just gonna clear through the sinuses all the way to the ears to support any allergies. Any reaction, you know, from the consciousness, any inflammation, any mucus. Pets love is really unconditional. And I think sometimes, I mean, this is strictly metaphysically speaking. Obviously, you know, take your allergy medicine and stuff. But I think that sometimes that unconditional love is foreign to us. And our body sort of rejects or bugs out a little. So if there's anything associated with that in your allergies with animals, let's just clear it through with this rose quartz here. Sorry, it's like this. I'm gonna go down the throat. Even the mouth, like the mouth can get kind of itchy. Like at the back of the throat. And down the esophagus. We're going to move into the lungs. Just channeling through, soothing the tubes, the bronchial tubes, and the other tubes, and channels of the lungs. You know, animals give me asthma, so let's clear through that. Now we're going to take these beautiful little shells and just work through the body, focused on the skin, the skin reaction. I know, even though I have trained myself to not be allergic to my dog, you know, if her claw gets me a little, I get a little reaction. So let's soothe the skin. Here on my shirt. trunk, down the lower limbs, the hands or upper limbs or just meridians, and down the other pathway. And I'm just gonna go for your back here. Around the back of your head. Down your back. Down the back of the entire body all the way to the floor. Okay. We're gonna set up a little grid around you. Start at the west with this, I forget the name of it, but it's a fossil, and it is kind of an ancestor to a squid or octopus, calling in the wisdom of the water. You can work through the consciousness. I'm gonna call in the what is it called? Like astrological signs, I guess. Of Cancer. That's me. Pisces. And Scorpio. Just for good measure and harmony. And I place this to the west, to the side of you here. This little pyrite paw shape. That looks like a little paw. Cute. Pyrite for strength and protection. We can call in the fire signs. Leo. Aries. And what's the last one? Sag. And just kind of connect. And I'm placing this to the south, so towards your back more. Yeah, west, south. This is one of my favorite minerals. I'm sorry if my nails are dirty. I'm always poking around in my like little smudges and stuff before I start my videos. This is a Kambaba stone. And it's like a greenish color with these cool black sort of eyes. And this is what was partially, to my understanding at least, I've read that this was the algae, if that's the correct word, that formed this, or that is fossilized in this, is responsible for creating the air in the atmosphere. How freaking cool, right? So calling in the east, air, Libra. Wait, let me start from the beginning. Gemini. Geminis. And Libras. And Aquarians. to your east side. And finally, this beautiful satiny looking piece of tiger's eye. So pretty. We can call in the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay. And placing this to the north here. So we've got this grid, right? We're gonna call the grid in to work in this field. I have these cool serpent shears here. I love these so much. We're going to just kind of work through and trim any, oh, forgive me for putting it this way, this was what it looks like in my mind, like root rot, like congested cords that are in any way like constricting the formation of healthier cords, or the development, as in the vitality of cords and how you connect with animals, how you connect with the beasties, the creatures in your dreams, in your waking life, on your spiritual team. For example, my grief is constricting of my connection to Bamba, right? That pain is so difficult that it doesn't allow me, it's like a safety measure, you know, it like won't allow me to connect with him because there's such a rawness of cords all wrapped up and knotted together that when I connect with him, I'm doing better now, even though I was crying before, but that's just gonna happen. That's just is how it is. But it was like, even thinking about him or having dreams of him would, like nerves, like trigger all of this like terrible pain. So whatever that might be for you, whether it is grief or this like, I don't want to love again. I can't do it again. I can't, it hurts too much, you know. To be able to give animals a beautiful home and so much love is such a gift that it makes, in my opinion, the grief like 1,000 times worth it. But even if it's not grief, maybe it's fear, maybe it's apprehension, maybe it's some other form of nervy, tender, sensitive, raw, that just is connected to how you interact, engage, interpret messages or relationships, rapports with these kingdoms or with this kingdom. So we're gonna reach into the consciousness again, only trimming that which you're ready to let go of or what you're ready to release, as well as only what would serve you to reach, release, and let go of. Okay, so we're gonna use our negative magnet here. I tried. Our negative magnet, and we're gonna pull and trim and pull and pull and just trim away at those raw nerves and just trim away at those raw nerves if they're ready to be released. Okay, just breathe. afraid of dogs when I was little, like very afraid. I think it had something to do with being allergic to them and not knowing how to read a dog. And I had some even incidents when I was in Brownies. We went to a retirement home and I saw a dog and I got scared, and the dog recognized that I got scared and I started running and it started chasing me, and I jumped up on the table and my little brownie sash was falling off me as I ran. I was crying so much, and then all the old people were freaking out. And they had to bring me home. Like, Jillian had an incident with the dog. And it's so funny because now even when dogs are barking at me through a fence, I feel like I can talk to them and they're like, oh, okay, you get us, we're cool. Sorry for using that example. That's certainly not perhaps what you have experienced, but I just want to give some ideas on how you can work with this. Just gonna make like quicker cuts. Just releasing those nerves. Give us a fresh start here. We are uncrossing ourselves. So you can let that vital, beautiful force of nature, of friendship, of connection, of like true love, like true love. It's so unconditional, it's so respectful, I hope. You know, that's always my intention. Okay. Okay. Set this down. I just like the way this sounds. I'll bring it closer. But I'm going to prepare a little offering to you and your animal homies, buddies, loves, guardians, friends, family. I got this awesome new incense from XOXO called Strange Ritual. Oh, it's amazing. So I'm just gonna pour some out. I might have to poke it. Jezebel of the Shamsia told me it doesn't need a charcoal. You can just sort of warm it and light it. See why my fingers are always a little covered in ash or something. So here is our offering, our ritual to our animal connection, for all that they offer us, all we can do for them, the messages, the rapport, the love, the validation, the companionship. So cool. I love this incense. I'm probably overdoing it a little bit. Here I have sorry. A feather that was gifted to me. It's from someone's pet. And we're just gonna fan through to you and all the lines and all the connections and all the interactions, all the dreams and all the symbolism and art and familiarity. I'm using the word correspondence, but the color of a cat's eye, the fluffiness of a lion's mane, the shine on a horse, the iridescence of scales, all the ways it shows up for you. So we're just gonna fan through to you and all your connecting points, all engagement, to empower your connection with animals, ones you know, ones you haven't met yet. I'll set it down. We're going to continue with our feather, but I wanted to use a little of this green Ohari resin oil on you. A little, like, initiation here. I'm going to put some on my fingers. Just these three. And rub those together. And just kind of work through, pulling that smoke, that intention through, that initiation, that blend it in. And I will blend it in for you too. We're just gonna fan it through. your roots, sacral, solar, heart again, throat, third eye, and crown. And warm it up. And connect with that silver string. From the navel, we could say. To support your journey through sleep and dreaming and connecting with animals in your dreams, whether that's just symbolism, messages, or your buddies. You can use this really beautiful feather. Not the white is beautiful too, but this has a slight iridescence to it. It's difficult to see. I can see like a greenish. I'm sorry, my light is not ideal. Will this help? I'm not sure. Oh, I think so. Can you see it? This is a black stork feather, which also has been ethically collected. It's just a found feather. Can you see like the greenish hues and stuff? So pretty. And this is of rebirth, and we want to focus on a rebirth of sorts, a upgrade, a activation, or perhaps truly a rebirth in how you connect with animals, how you support them, how you allow them to support you, and whatever that might mean for you individually. Back to your silver cord and your dreams. We want to work in the consciousness here, the higher mind, the dream body, the dream mind, and direct to you dreams of messages that are beneficial, benevolent, supportive, helpful. Dreams of a remembering, a reminder of the presence of your animal guides, your animal friends, living still, perhaps, or in subtle form, whatever it might be. So I really want to go like, I hope it's not too rough for you. I can assure you it's quite gentle, but in a video it might appear a little rough, so I apologize. We're just channeling through to the mind, the higher mind, the dream mind, the conscious, the subconscious mind, to invite, again, benevolent and supportive dream interactions, witnessing messages, comforts, love from these dreamy spaces. Draw it down into the waking life, so you maybe remember your dream, or it just carries with you in an effective, supportive, healing, comforting way. Okay. Thank you so very much for allowing me to share a little piece of your paths tonight, and for being such a significant part of mine. I've had some recent blessings come through from viewers here. I just want to say thank you. I'm so sorry I didn't say it at the beginning of the session. It just dawned on me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've had some contributions to the channel, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so very much. From the bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I into this beautiful, the word trust is coming up, like a safety, this safe space that we've created together. How gorgeous. And space that we get to share. So much love to you.